Um, Let us explore the ancient Tantric secrets most meditators never learn. So we're going to chant in a moment or two after I do a quick edit because that's how I roll. So let's see here. Okay, let's hit wrap text, behind text. Let's go over here. And let's go over here and see if this works. Okay. Oh, that's right. Front page, different values on the front page. Let's see if this fits now. It does. Cool. Almost. Almost. Fabulous. Okay, thank you for joining in. And now we're going to chant together. One of the most recognizable archetypes of Dzogchen's great completion stage of Buddhist meditation is the image depicting a nude woman the color of a cumulus cloud. Okay. Is the image of depicting a nude woman the color of a cumulus cloud, sporting in tantric union with a naked man the hue of the infinite azure sky. Despite the per-clutching of Karens, if the Catholics get to erect statues of a scrawny naked carpenter being tortured to death, then yes, the Yati yogis get to display meaningful images of two beautiful people making love. This image is known in English as the All Good One sporting in Tantric union. In Sanskrit as Samantabhadra Samantabhadri Karamamundra. And in Tibetan as Kuntu Zangmo Yam Yam. Let's make sure this fits okay on the screen. Good, and let's hide the editing marks. In his commentary to the essence of refined gold, the 14th Dalai Lama of Tibet insisted that each Lama functions as his own sect. Now, I think this would work. Well, let's just keep going. Bearing this in mind, let's explore an explanation of the iconography of this famous or infamous archetype. In this day and in this country, one could take literacy for granted, but in days of yore it was the exception, not the rule. Thus it could come as little surprise that many teachers relied on symbols and archetypes to serve as mnemonic devices with which to remind folks of the teachings. Fortunately, most complex life forms on this planet have evolved to think symbolically, which made such a teaching strategy quite effective. The nudity of the couple reminds us that for mindfulness to be truly beneficial as we inhale, we must be vulnerable as well as passive, visceral, random, and fleeting. I said we, but I should have said it. Let's try this again from the top. The nudity of the couple reminds us that for mindfulness to be truly beneficial as we inhale, it must be vulnerable as well as passive, visceral, random, and fleeting. The translucence of Samanta Bandra and Samanta Badri depicted in the finer paintings remind us that as I think it'll work better if I edit these words out. Remind us that for meditation to be truly beneficial as we exhale, we must physically relax and mentally release, as if that which we noticed during our previous inhalation could feel as if it was as non-graspable as a vast empty void. Like the illusion of the infinite azure sky on a bright and beautiful cloudless morn, which although could be tantalizing to the eye, could feel utterly ungraspable to the hand. Good morning, Shivi. The beauty of Kuntuzangpo and Kuntuzangmo reminds us of the empathy, the source of real beauty. That is the effortless byproduct of noticing and releasing, in harmony with all respective passive inhalations and relaxing exhalations. The abandon with which the cloud-colored woman appears to sport in Tantric union reminds us of the spontaneity that is tempered by centeredness, which in turn is symbolized by the stability with which her sky-colored Tantric partner or Vajra throne sits, reminding us that the more we authentically practice mindfulness and meditation, the more our choices, utterances, and deeds could flow with the right or effortless effort of love-centered spontaneity. Let us not make the mistake of Yeg's religious patriarchy. Let's see here, that's an error on my part. Okay. Let us not make the mistake of Yang's religious patriarchy, of deifying, worshipping, and supplicating a mere archetype. Instead, let us traverse Yin's path of spiritual matriarchy, of allowing our practice to be inspired by the meaning of this iconography, that we could be the peaceful and loving people that our dogs already think we are. This is why the Buddha taught mindfulness and meditation. Now let us switch gears. It is Rey Skywalker's Sunday morning. Come, let us meditate like a Jedi after approximately 30 seconds of housekeeping. This is Lama Jigme Gyatso of the Buddha Joy Meditation School. For more than 30 years, I spent about 8 hours a day, almost every day, studying, practicing, mastering, and reverse engineering the teachings and techniques of each school of meditation, like the stereotypical autistic, that I could become your nerdy, neurodivergent guide to nirvana. Come, let us meditate like a Jedi. I should say, welcome to Meditate Like a Jedi, which is made possible due to the generosity of viewers just like you. So I'm going to push the buttons as quick as I can to help us to fully access this morning's primary practice text. Please chant with me. Whatever stays, may all beings let it stay. Whatever goes, may all beings let it go. Did I lose one? I did. That is just oh, there we go. Derp. Whatever comes, may all beings let it come. Whatever stays, may all beings let it stay. Whatever goes, may all beings let it go. Welcome to the first of 5 mindful crease counting meditations. Let us rest the great knuckle at the base of our right little finger, upon the tip of its left little finger, palms up in our lap. Now, what am I looking for? Yes, here we go. Doing so could gently invite our real or imagined subtle energies to automatically coalesce in the bladder region of our lower abdomen. In harmony with our inhalation and our exhalation, let us vulnerably notice mind's antics and relax into its non-graspable nature. The moment you have a specific question about Buddhist chanting, Buddhist philosophy, or Buddhist meditation, do not hesitate to type your question in great detail in the chat window. Welcome to the second of 5 mindful crease counting meditations. We could rest the great knuckle at the base of our right ring finger upon the tip of our left ring finger, palms up in our lap. Doing so could gently invite our real or imagined subtle energies to coalesce at the navel region of our mid-abdomen. In harmony with our inhalation and our exhalation. Well, let's try this a different way. Welcome to this morning's live stream. Each time we silently and mentally recite the demonstrative pronoun this during our inhalation, our sympathetic nervous system helps us to vulnerably, passively, viscerally, randomly, and fleetingly notice mind's antics, such as perception, seeing, hearing, feeling, tasting, smelling, and the like, including emotion, intention, cognition, recollection, and imagination. Every time we silently and mentally recite the one-syllable verb ease during our exhalation, our parasympathetic nervous system supports the physical relaxation and mental release of that which we noticed during our previous inhalation. The moment you have a specific question about Buddhist chanting, Buddhist philosophy, or Buddhist meditation, do not hesitate to type your question in great detail in the chat window. Excuse me. Pardon me. Excuse me. Welcome to the third of 5 mindful crease counting meditations. Let us rest the great knuckle at the base of our right middle finger upon the tip of our left middle finger, palms up in our lap. Doing so could gently invite our real or imagined subtle energies to automatically coalesce at the heart region of our chest, in harmony with our inhalation and our exhalation. We could passively notice mind's antics and relax into what could feel like its non-graspable nature. I live in Southern California in the San Fernando Valley, and there is a flock of parrots that sometimes come by my little corner of the San Fernando Valley. And it's quite charming. Outside my window, you may be able to hear it faintly. Welcome to the 4th of 5 mindful crease counting meditations. Whoops, look at that. Now we're going to get a little crazy now. We're going to rest the tips of our 4 left fingers upon the great knuckles, the 4 great knuckles of our right hand. And now we're going to invert this palms up in our lap. Doing so could gently invite our real or imagined subtle energies to automatically coalesce at the region of our throat that feels as if it tightens just before we cry. In harmony with our inhalation and our exhalation, we could practice the essence of mindfulness and meditation, passively noticing mind's antics as they spontaneously arise, and relaxing into its non-graspable nature. We come now to the fifth of 5 mindful crease counting meditations. Let us rest the great knuckle at the base of our right index finger upon the tip of its left index finger, palms up in our lap. Doing so, oopsie, that appears to be obstructed by my big old face, so let's move that a little bit. That didn't work. Okay, let's try that again. Let's try doing this. That's weird. Okay, let's go back over here. And let's hit home and left margin and the old tambourine. That's not working. How weird is that? Oh, yes it is. I got confused. Okay, here we go. Now let's see if this fits on the screen better so that my face, my jumbo face, will not be obstructing. Whoops. Okay, close enough for government work. Hey, kids? So, let's review. We're resting the great knuckle at the base of our right index finger upon the tip of its left index fingers, palms up in our lap. Doing so gently invites our real or imagined subtle energies to automatically coalesce at the crown of our head. Okay, here we go. Let us practice the essence of mindfulness and meditation. Each time we silently and mentally recite the demonstrative pronoun this during our inhalation, our sympathetic nervous system helps us to vulnerably, passively, viscerally, randomly, and fleetingly notice mind's antics of perception, emotion, intention, cognition, recollection, and imagination. Each time we silently and mentally recite the one-syllable verb ease during our exhalation, our parasympathetic nervous system helps us to physically relax and mentally release that which we noticed during the previous inhalation. Remember, the moment you have a specific question about Buddhist chanting, Buddhist philosophy, or Buddhist meditation, do not hesitate to type your question in great detail in the chat window. You have taken your first step into a much larger world. If you feel that I have earned it, you could give this live stream a thumbs up. You could even help support this channel. In approximately 9 hours, I would very much like to return to lead today's evening meditation class and group practice. And if you are as geeky as me, may the Force be with you always.